Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And this is Something Saturday where we just talk about something random that we didn't get to talk about the rest of the week. And today we're going to be keeping in with that whole getting closer to Halloween thing. We're going to be talking about the horror movie Barbarian 2022. I'm going to give you a non-spoiler review and let you know if I think the movie is worthwhile. So let's jump into it. So Barbarian 2022 starts off a little bit suspenseful. It doesn't start off where it seems outright horrific. It is about this girl that takes an Airbnb while she's waiting for an interview the next day. It's in a part of town that seems to be abandoned and run down. And what happens next is where the plot starts to thicken. Because when she gets there to this Airbnb, she finds that it has been double booked. And the guy that is double booked with her is actually the same guy that plays Pennywise. So that sends up red flags for horror fans instantaneously. Now, the cast is actually very good. You have Georgina Campbell as the main girl, and then you have Bill Skarsgård as the guy that's double booked with her. They start to realize, both of them, that there might be something strange here, but is it him? Is he lying to her? What is really going on in this house? The buildup of suspense in this movie is absolutely good. The first half of this movie is gorgeous in terms of that whole suspense level and giving you that spooky vibe. Some of the camera work in the beginning of the film, when they go to bed at night and they're laying in bed, reminds me of something you might see in Paranormal Activity. It's a very dark film in terms of the camera work. You don't always get to see everything in the scene that's going on. And there's something that's a little scary about that in general. You're kind of in the dark with the character, and that puts up this level of suspense that's really fun to work with. I do wish that in some spots the camera work was a little lighter so we could see what is going on. But I see where their creative choice was, and I kind of have to applaud it. If it was a Paranormal Activity movie, we would be given the camera and the night vision. But in this movie, there's no camera. It's not a found footage movie. So we're not really given that camera work in regards to that. Now, at first, she's really kind of panicked here. She doesn't trust him, and rightly so. He seems like he's almost too good of a character to be true. He seems really nice and very gentlemanly towards her. And it presents this level of terror because you're waiting for that other shoe to drop. You're waiting to find out that this nice guy isn't so nice. Well, she offers to get another hotel. She offers to go and get a room in a hotel, but there's some sort of meeting or convention going on, and all the hotels are going to be booked. So they try to say, okay, we'll call these people in the morning and get this straightened out. Maybe get free trips for both of us. And it is from this point that the movie takes a really interesting turn. Now, I can't tell you what interesting turn it takes, but everything that you think you know gets flipped just completely upside down after that. There is something going on in this house. It has a secret. It has a past. And is he involved in this past? What is the deal with this house that they have rented out? And then all of a sudden we get introduced to the Justin Long character, who may have something to do with some of it as well. Now, the movie does a really good job in the second half of building up all the suspense as well. You don't know what is going on in this movie until the final half hour or so, maybe the 45 minutes of the movie. You kind of start to figure out in the last 45 minutes what is going on. And at that point, you're invested enough in the movie that you care what these characters are going through. And the movie doesn't let up with the suspense that it presents. You never know in this movie what's going to happen next and where the characters are going to run to. The end of the whole thing is not the best possible ending. I have to be honest that it's not the best possible ending. Don't expect to be completely shocked once you figure out what's going on. But definitely be in for it because you will be surprised at a certain point in this movie. That's a given. This movie does its job in terms of making sure that that surprise will hit you. And it will hit you hard in the face. You just kind of feel like at one point in the movie, you just took this punch with them. You took this hit. And you are as shocked as they are. And that's a pretty good feeling in a horror movie. When it could throw you for a loop. And you could be shocked along with the people in the movie. Now, I don't know really what to say about this movie after that without giving a bunch of spoilers. But let's just say that the last 40 minutes or so of the movie are still intimidating. They're still kind of crazy. They start to let you in on what's going on in this movie finally after the intense ride you take. And it turns out okay. So overall, I have to give this movie 3 stars out of 5. I love the suspense level in this movie. I think it is amazing. I think they do a wonderful job in this movie of actually keeping you on your toes, especially during the first 2 parts of the movie. The first act and the second act of this movie make the third act well worth it. So, if you have seen this movie, I want to hear what you thought of it because I really did enjoy the first 2 halves of this movie and the third half was okay for me. I want to know what you guys thought, so definitely drop me a comment. Leave us that comment. YouTube likes it when you do that, and we like to hear from you. And don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so that they can be a part of our conversation as well. Our great big water cooler conversation about all the fandoms we love. And then, friends, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. It's free. YouTube likes it when you hit it, and we like it too. It helps the channel. Miko says we need more subscribers. And Miko wouldn't lie to you. So go ahead and make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then yes, Miko, at the end of the day, fandom is family.